Brett, all right, our forecast, the tornado threat is eased a little bit, right?
Yeah, though we do have a tornado threat in some areas to the south of us, but it's not producing any tornadoes right now, so we may just get flood warning elevations, and that's it. But for right now, it certainly is raining in many parts of central Texas to San Antonio, down towards the area southwest of us. Heavy enough that we have flash flood warnings down in those locations. Let's go outside. 1246. This is not the latest from the Hurricane Center. We're expecting that update in just minutes. This is the very latest info, though. Winds at 40 miles per hour, gust to 46, moving north at 17 miles per hour. And I did peek over at the Hurricane Center's website. They have a 1 p.m. Central Time update, and they say the winds are still at 40. I don't buy that. I think they're going to update. I think we'll get a further update here just in a little while. They should drop those winds down, and this would go from tropical storm to tropical depression, which it likely is. And I'll show you why I think that here in just a little bit. Path on this originally was thought to go to the west of the hill country and bring a lot of rainfall to the hill country. Well, they're still probably going to get a lot of rainfall there, but the path is a little bit more to the north than what we're showing here. So some of that rainfall is very likely to affect us here in Austin, Texas. You can see the spiral on this storm system. The center of it closes up and rainfall picks up into the areas of San Antonio as it continues to the north. This very likely will be out of the area as we get into tonight, tomorrow morning. It'll start to roll north out of the hill country, and then we're going to look at most of this out of here by tomorrow. Still going to have rain, moisture drawn in on this, very likely to continue rainfall locally. Now, the watches and warnings include flash flood watches from our viewing area to the west. That's flash flood watches. Down in San Antonio, you see the little darker blue area. That's a flash flood warning. Then look at the areas to the right, to the east of us. Tornado watch boxes all up and down those areas. They've already had concerns for tornadoes. Texas A&M, some college students reported they saw a funnel cloud there, and we've had reports of tornadoes even further out, all the way out towards the Houston, Brazoria areas. Certainly, it was a significant situation for them. Wind advisories to the south of us. This, of course, from this morning. We talked about this earlier this morning through midnight tonight, and beyond that, well, this is what we're seeing as far as winds. Now, Jim Spencer is here. He's covering this. He's covering it all through the evening hours for you. Wind speeds out of San Antonio, not better than that 35 miles per hour that's registered out southwest of San Antonio. Out by the Kelly, well, I say Kelly Air Force Base. It's not an air base anymore, but it was when I was in the Air Force. 35 miles per hour there, 21 down south of that. You have 26. So we're not very well into the tropical storm force winds there. We do have 20s and teens and then 10s locally. So we still have a good breeze, but not anything further than that. Rainfall totals, by the way, in the light green, anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2 inches, and then down all the way to, say, Victoria, where they had flood warnings. They had an excess of 3 inches of rainfall, up to 5 inches possible in those spots. All right, the very latest on Viper, just to jump over real quick. Tornado, thunderstorm warnings in the areas of, flood warnings in the area of San Antonio and to the south. The big picture, it's a bigger event to the east of us. Call us lucky because we just don't have much rainfall, but that could change easily as the storm rolls north. We're expecting heavier rains to come up I-35 and affect the Austin area. With that, could see more of the flooding concerns. We already have had quite a bit of rainfall across the area. 75 degrees, winds out of the east at 10 miles per hour. Humidity obviously high at 94%. Temperatures have been running anywhere from the lower 70s to mid 70s. Yesterday we got to 92 degrees here at Austin, 93 out at Bergstrom. You can see how the temperatures now have held steady in the 70s. In fact, a little cooler out in the hill country. Lower 70s there, mid 70s here, upper 70s, 77 in LaGrange. There it is, the big storm system rolling north. Was expected to move to the northwest a little bit, took a northerly turn. They do that. The heavier rain now occurring there. That'll move into areas of the hill country. Blanco County, Gillespie County, also for Hays County, expect some heavy rainfall. This will continue. Forecast models have been indicating the same over the past couple of days. So we'll see this heavy rain continue over the course of today and tonight, and then start to come to an end tomorrow evening, and probably just a slight chance after that on a Thursday. 79 today. Clouds, showers, heavy rain at times. Winds out of the east at 10 to 20, shifting to the southeast tonight. 73 the overnight low. 7-day forecast. Rain obviously very heavy today and tomorrow. 20% chance on Thursday, and then after that the sun comes out. It becomes hot and humid, probably a heat stress issue for Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday back to hot and dry. More